Fury, he's undefeated 8-0 with 7 wins by knockout. A lot of people think this guy can be a future heavyweight title contender. Let's see what he's got. Smoking Joe Frazier.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing.
So much hype surrounding this fight, and now it is go time.
Todd, I'm going to stay here till the end of the night, because if you're a fight fan like me...
Frazier's been in so many hellacious battles over the years. The trilogy with Muhammad Ali, his fights against George Foreman. Catch and shoot. And missed with that jab. Both want a highlight reel knockout. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. When you're fighting a counterpuncher, you want to bait them in to throw first. Make them think you're going to throw a punch so that they exchange.
Todd, I understand what you're saying, but you've got to be on this. You've got to be on it. You've got to be a pro. You've got to think right. Concentrate.
But nice defense there. Big shots from both these fighters. Got to be careful, though.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now, this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you. And so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
He blocks that right hook. This fighter has that swarmer's mentality, taking away an opponent's reach, getting on the inside and just banging and banging and banging.
Oh, man, you've got swarm in your face. You've got to try and push him off, make him go into the rope. You've got to sometimes fight fire with fire. Put him on the blind side of the referee. Get him angry.
Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Seemed like an eternity for... Here we go for round 2. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Looks like a little bit of a strategy change here, loosening up the technique. Caution being thrown to the wind. That uppercut can't get through. Catch and shoot. When you're facing a longer opponent like this, you've got to get inside.
You have got long arms and you're the bigger fighter. You've got to keep him out there because you're not going to fight up close and personal. Very, very good fighters can do that. Very, very good big fighters can do that. But use the chair, use the reach, and use that undershot power.
And they figure out the combination to this safe.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
And just as quickly as the action slows down, it heats back up. A battle royale between two heavyweight bombers. Can't score with that hook again. How about that technique on that headshot? Let's see it again and appreciate it more.
Shot from the gods, they say. A shot from the gods.
I think this is my new meta. Joe Frazier. Joe Frazier, stalking him with Frazier. I think that's what I'm about to start doing. About to start stalking niggas with Frazier.
This is a very important...
I figured it out now.
The bell rings and we start the third. They barely survived the last round after 2 knockdowns. Let's see what happens here.
I have no idea what they have left. How'd you come back from something like that? Not on twice? Where's your head at? Where's your energy levels at? It tells you you've got nothing left.
Good job stopping that uppercut. They blocked the left there. There's a counter shot. Missed him with that uppercut. And he scores with the counter. The straight right just misses. The straight right just misses. This is the heavyweight division. One punch could end this fight.
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you're there, and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
Nice counter punch right up the middle. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Frazier's in trouble again. After what we saw in that last round, there's the bell to start round 4. Got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Insane action. They won't give us a second to catch our breath. Just missed with that hook. You can't make a mistake at the heavyweight level and not expect to be punished for it. There's no doubt that this fighter's power can change the fight around in an instant. You can't afford to make one single minor mistake.
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, it can be intimidating. Just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
They're both going for the KO. It's so obvious. And he misses with the left uppercut. Both men step back for just a moment. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. That was almost... There's the bell to start round 5. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Because my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
One punch could end this fight for either of these two heavyweights.
What you've got to do, Tony, is anticipation. You've got to wait. You just got to throw caution to the wind and just hope. You're never going to know where the shots are coming from. You just got to put in the guess.
blocked the left there. They're both trying for a knockout. One punch could change everything in this battle. As we burn through these rounds, this aggressive fighter continues to come forward, seemingly with endless energy, John.
How do you deal with an aggressive fighter? What you do is you fight, fire, refight. You either give it them back because that's where they're comfortable, or you play calm, play cool.
Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. And he blocks the left uppercut. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Well, we know they've got the advantage so far, but how does this match? On to the 6th round. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Good job defending the jab. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Stamina is so important for these two fighters because it allows them to use their skills throughout the match. It can all come down to who's in better shape.
Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. When are we going to see a jab from these two? That hook was off target. There's nothing quite like a big heavyweight fight. Everything can change with one punch.
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Pretty dominant round there. Let's see how they respond. There's the bell to start round 7. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
You'd like to see more jabs. All the time. And just as quickly as it slows down, it heats back up. Nice counter shot. How about that time counter shot? These are heavyweights, but I tell you what, that hand speed and footwork, they look like middleweights.
I've seen some aggressive fighters like this, and they are a nightmare. If you are not fit, that is the worst place to be, having second thoughts in the ring.
Starting to take some deep breaths now, but still fighting hard. jab doesn't find a home. The bravery being shown here is just incredible. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Talk about it. And there's the bell for round 8. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything worked. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
There's been a significant aggression difference in this fight, Johnny. What do you see?
I've seen some aggressive fighters. They can terrorize the life out of you before they've even thrown a shot. The strength they have, the speed they have, and that knockout punch, they want to punch through you. They don't want to punch you. They want to punch straight through you. So you've got to be careful.
Holding nothing back here in the round. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. That right uppercut misses. The winner of this surely will get a world title shot. There's no way this fighter can go punch for punch. Their resistance to these blows just isn't the same.
Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off protecting everything around that. Work the body, use tactics. Sometimes it's all right to actually outbox a fight and beat them on points.
They block the left there. That counter shot lands. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. The 3 judges agree.
It's all about jab, 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 jab. That's it. I'm done. This game sucks. Yo. Yeah. So far in 2025.